What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over some post Infinite Forbidden replays for testing for the NAWCQ format. In this one we have the Real Vamp, which is a friend of mine, sent me a couple of his replays, and we're going to go through those to see what the new decks are going to look like. So we have the Real Vamp over here, who wins the rock, paper, scissors, shoot against tens. Let's go ahead and check it out. So Real Vamp wins, rock, paper, scissors, shoot, decides to go first. We have Ash, Mourner, the Fiendsmith, Poplar, and Ash. Against Ash, opening the Spirit Gates, Dark Beckoning Beast, Ogre, and Samsara D Lotus. So we have the Snake Eye Fiendsmith deck against Yubel. And I'm going to guess this is Yubel Fiendsmith as well. So Real Vamp's going to start off with the Fiendsmith to search out a Tractus. And then Tractus is going to activate to search a Lurie and then dump a Lurie, which will special summon itself back out. So just skipping a couple steps there, summoning out the Lurie. But our opponent actually decides to Ash the Tractus, which is fair enough. Then we're going to summon out the Poplar, search original. Activate original, send the Poplar to summon out the Ash. Ash effect is going to be able to search another Poplar. And we're going to have Poplar put itself back into the spell and trap zone. So now we can use Poplar's other effect to special summon itself out. And then we can go ahead and use Ash sending itself and the spell trap zone Poplar to summon out a Flamberge. And then we can go on from here with Snake Eye plays. And all the opponent has left for hand traps is going to be the one Ogre, right? So it's going to be kind of tough. We go into IP, Flamberge effect. Oh no, we take it back. We actually go into this card, which is Moon of the Closed Sky, which is a Light Fiend monster. So it's just a generic level 2 light or Link 2 Light Fiend. This is not out yet, but people are predicting that this is going to come out in the Battles of Legends set. And really, the only use for this card is being a Light Fiend to get into the Link 1 Fiendsmith guys. So we're going to link into that card. We're going to summon back out with Flamberge, with Ash and Poplar, and then we're going to link off into the Fiendsmith Requiem. So this is just a link 1 that contributes itself from the field, quick effect to summon out a Fiendsmith from the deck. So we're going to go ahead and use that here. Summon out the Fiendsmith, and then we're going to link 2 with Fiendsmith and Poplar into the Fiendsmith link 2, which requires 2 monsters, including a Light Fiend monster, and this is basically a, I don't know, I'll call it a miracle fusion. Like you just fuse by returning materials from the grave to the deck. So we're going to go ahead and activate that, put back 2 Light Fiend monsters. We're going to go ahead and put back the 2 links, and we're going to summon out the Fiendsmith Lacrimosa. So this is just a level 6 Fiend that can summon back out a Fiendsmith on summon. So we're going to go ahead and see that. And that will get us 2 level 6s on board. And from there, you can do a lot of things. You can rank 6, you can link up. But we're going to go ahead and link up into the Promethean Princess. And then Lacrimosa is going to activate to burn for 1200. And then we're going to have Princess summon back out of Flamberge. And then we can have a link 4 play into, or no, we're going to go for a link 2 into Hida. Hida summon back the Ash Blossom. Just still waiting to see when this Ogre is going to be used. Actually, it's right here. It's right here on the Hida. So we're going to pop the Hida. Hida effect is going to be able to search, and the only real target left is going to be Oak or Ash. So we're going to go ahead and have that. Fiendsmith is going to summon itself back out by shuffling back a Light Fiend monster. So now we have 2 level 6s once again, but we're just going to link those off into IP and pass turn there. So we just end on IP Flamberge right here, but we do have Ash Mourner in hand. I'm not sure if this was ideal, or maybe like the Wave King Caesar would have been better with the 2 level 6 Fiend monsters, but we'll see what happens and if Yubel can break through this board. But we're going to start with normal summon Dark Beckoning Beast, and we're going to go effect, search another, opening the Spirit Gates. We let that through. That's fine. And now we have a Terraforming for a Nightmare Throne, I assume. Good. And then we're going to normal summon Samsara D Lotus. And then from here, we're going to use IP, which is interesting because I would expect the next play to be Tribute Samsara, but maybe not. But we had the Ash in hand, but we're just going to opt to remove those right away. with an SP just to play around any weirdness, any like called by or whatever. So we're gonna have SP banish the Samsara. We're gonna bring back out Oak and Poplar. I mean Ash and Poplar with Flamberge, and then we're gonna get Poplar effect to search the Divine Temple, but no Ash effect. Moving forward, we're just going to link one into Almirage, activate Nightmare Throne, which we're going to Ash, and then we have opening the Spirit Gates, which is just going to resolve, but opponent decides to scoop it up because they can't break through the follow-up of the Snake Eyes deck. So moving on to game 2, after side, we're going to see Tens go first and Real Vamp goes second. So we have Droplet, Called By, Diabellestar, Fiendsmith, and Mulchummy Perulia. So this is the kind of new, we'll call it the new Max C. You can discard it when you have no cards, and every time your opponent summons from hand, you can draw one. So that's going to come up against Yubel because of Gruesome Grave will summon from hand, and then any normal summon, of course. Okay, and then we have Ash, Gruesome Grave, Terraforming, Opening, and DDG. So pretty good floodgate to have right here, but yeah, otherwise we have full combo with Terraforming and Gruesome Grave and Opening. That's all pretty good stuff. So let's see how our opponent proceeds. We're going to use Mulchummy in the draw phase to play around talents. Main one, we're going to activate Terraforming, search the Nightmare Throne, and from here our our Snake Eyes player has no interruptions. So let's see how that goes. We have Nightmare Throne activate, pop the Spirit of Yubel. So we're trying to pop instead of add stuff because we want to just not let our opponent draw free cards. So we might as well just pop the Spirit straight from deck. We're going to have a Yubel come to the field, activate the Opening the Spirit Gates to search Dark Beckoning Beast, and then Spirit Gates, discard the Gruesome Grave Squirmer to summon back out this Spirit of Yubel. And this is all really good for playing around Mulchummy. So we're not going to be able to special this Grave Squirmer, but we're able to get everything else to our board that we need without actually summoning from hand. So we're going to have Yubel here, or Spirit of Yubel, search out the Nightmare Pain, activate the Nightmare Pain to pop. We're going to pop the Yubel, and then we're going to activate Yubel and Nightmare Throne, which is interesting because they're both going to try to summon out the same monster with Terror Incarnate. Yeah, I think our opponent is catching that, so I'm not sure what better things they have to do. They kind of need to, I would say they might have to just commit the normal summon of Dark Beckoning Beast, get this Yubel off the board, and then pop the Spirit of Yubel. And that will get them a lot more pluses, but we're going to see. Yeah, okay, they're going to link off into Yama effect. Search the Shavara. Then we're going to see Gruesome Grave effect, summon back out the Spirit of Yubel. Yeah, okay, so this is kind of to the same effect. And then we're going to go Nightmare Pain, discard, search the Gruesome Grave. Destroy and search the Gruesome Grave. Yeah, I don't know why it's not popping. Yeah, okay, so Spirit of Yubel pops. We're going to summon back out the Yubel. Our opponent is forgetting the Nightmare Throne effect for a second. They're going to summon out the Shavara, which is going to let our opponent draw one. We have Ash, so now our Yubel effect is going to activate and Throne. They're still messing up, I think. I don't know. They could have done this in a different order and had two bodies right now instead of just the one. Yeah, but okay, so we go into Rage, we activate Shavara effect to set the trap, and we shuffle back the Yubel and Spirit of Yubel to summon out the new card, potentially out of Battles of Legend, which is Phantom of Yubel, which is essentially an effect replacement effect, where if your opponent activates a monster effect, you can change it to your opponent destroys one Yubel in hand, deck, or field. So super good, just a free effect negate as you play through your board. So it's just a little bit more on top of every Yubel end board. Also can be used as fusion material, so it cannot be super poly, which is kind of clutch. But anyway, moving on from here, we are going to link 4 into an Apo for 3 materials. And then we're going to shuffle back again to summon out this Phantom of Yubel, which is not once per turn, which is kind of insane. And it can use itself as fusion material. Wait, no, I don't think you can do that. Cannot be used as fusion material, so I don't think he can summon it back out using itself as material. So that's legal, right? Yeah, he's calling it out. I don't think it's legal, to be honest. But anyways, our Snake Eye opponent is confident enough to just let it go and see what happens from here. So we're going to start off with normal Ash, and then we're going to use the Phantom of Yubel replacement effect to change the effect to destroy Yubel, but we have call by for that, so we're just going to activate the call by here to let the Ash resolve, and now we're going to summon out Poplar, and then go Poplar effect in hand, and we're probably going to see an Appaloosa negate on that. Yeah, okay. Okay, now we go Black Witch. Instead of chaining Droplet, we're going to go for Black Witch here, pitching the Poplar, and then we're going to go Witch 1, Poplar 2. Our opponent's going to let that through, and then we're going to set Original. From here, our opponent is going to activate Abominable Chamber, which is going to attempt to summon out the Rage. And we're still holding the different dimension ground. I think we're trying to get through all of our interruptions and keep everything in the graveyard, keep the resources before flipping the DDG. So, like, make our opponent commit a whole bunch of stuff before flipping the Floodgate, which is fair, but it's also risky. Like, if we just flip DDG, I don't know, might have been able to stop all of these plays. But here we're going to see Unchained Soul of Rage, and then we're going to chain Droplet, sending 2 cards. We're going to send the Poplar from hand that's already activated, and then the Fiendsmith, and then we're going to be able to negate the Apo and Rage. And then from here, we're going to flip the DDG to try to turn off the rest of the plays. But we're going to see what the Snake Eyes player is going to be able to do from here. But yeah, if they flipped the DDG, would have played around Droplet, because you wouldn't have been able to send those Droplet cards for cost. But anyway, that's all hindsight. Like, who knew that we had Droplet, or we're playing Droplet. So okay, from here we're going to go into Dark summon back the Yama, which is going to be kind of nice. And then from here just go battle and attack over both monsters, because both are halved and negated by the Droplet. We add back Shavara because Rage was destroyed, fixing the damage to the correct numbers because it's halved. I mean, not halved. The attack points were halved. We're going to link 4 into an Apo for 2 negates, and then pass turn. And then from here, I think the Yubel player should have this in hand and be able to play through 2 Apo negates, but we're going to see what happens here. And our set is going to be Original, so not really a whole lot of value there. We're going to let the Dark Beckoning Beast through, link off into an Almirage. Then we're going to activate Nightmare Pain, pop the Terror Incarnate to search a Spirit of Yubel. Gonna discard the Terror Incarnate, or no, discard the Spirit of Yubel and summon itself back out, which is a legal play. It's a legal play, it's not illegal. Okay, and then we have Spirit of Yubel effect. We're gonna negate that with Apo. We're gonna summon out the Gruesome Grave and chain to pop the Spirit of Yubel, and now we're gonna be able to search and summon the Terror Incarnate with Throne, and then summon out a OG Yubel. Yeah, and we just have 1 Apo negate to play through. I wouldn't be surprised if the Snake Eyes player scoops it up here. We're going into SP. Yeah, we're going to go SP Banish. Okay, so we're using SP Banish, which means we can't win this turn because you can't attack directly. So that's interesting. But we're banishing all of the follow-up, so effectively it's probably a win. We're going to be able to overlay into Varudras here. And then we have a negate, and then another negate with the Phantom, and then we have an Ash in hand with SP. Yeah, this is game over. Draws the Mulch from me, which is useless post turn 1. So going into game 3 now, we have it tied up 1-1. We have Snake Eyes player opening up with Ash Diabellestar, Snake Eyes Diabellestar, Ash Blossom, and Original. So that's a really powerful hand of Engine. And then we have, for Yubel, we have Talents, Ash, Beckoning Beast, Imperm, and Gruesome. We're going to start off with Black Witch pitching the Snake Eyes Diabellestar. We're going to set the Wanted. So that's a read that we already have Original in hand. Normal summon out Ash, and our opponent probably going to Imperm here. Yeah, okay, Imperm on Ash. Then we're going to use Original Send Ash, and we're going to get hit with an Ash Blossom. So From here, we're just going to have to pass on Black Witch, but we do have an Ash Blossom in hand. Go main 1, activate Dark Beckoning Beast to search the opening of the Spirit Gates, and you kind of have to Ash here or else it's just kind of GG. So going to Ash on that. Talents to take, talents to draw 2. Interesting. I don't know. I would have definitely used talents to take and just leave them on an empty board. You know that's wanted. Like that's an easy. Well, it was revealed that that's wanted. So okay. Yeah, I would definitely take go All Mirage SP, banish the set. Like even though they can chain it, it'll stop the I would banish the original engrave. And from there you're cooking, right? Yeah. Okay, this guy is aware that he should not have drawn 2, but anyway, let's see where I mean, there's still plenty of follow-up. You have Gruesome Grave plus probably another extender in Prosperity. So from here, we're gonna link into the All Mirage and then link into an SP. Or no, we have Cross Sheep. Oh yeah, that's right, because of the Phantom of Yubel play. So we're gonna shuffle back a Yubel and a Dark Beckoning Beast. Summon out the Phantom. Cross Sheep going to summon back out the Gruesome Grave here. So we have an effect negation set up on board. We can link to now into an SP. SP effect is going to target what? Target the set. So I'm not sure how value that is, but we're going to go ahead and search a Black Witch. And then we're going to set the Droplet. Why do we know? Oh! Yeah, that's why they shouldn't have drawn 2, because they have Prosperity, so they can't even Prosperity now. That was a kind of a bozo play, but okay. We're gonna draw Imperm for turn, go Black Witch to attack mode, just swing over some of the interruptions here. So swing over the SP, get that off the field, chain Droplet to get rid of the Diabellestar, which is pretty good. And now we can do what? Gonna Imperm, target the fusion monster, and then original search the search Oak. That's pretty OP. This guy is gonna get cooked now. So we have Oak, summon back out the Ash effect, search Poplar, and from here it's just GG. Like you have 1 SP, banish. I don't think it's gonna be enough. Poplar effect. As chain SP, banish the Poplar to stop it from resetting itself. We're gonna get Field Spell though. And then we're gonna tribute Phantom. Oh, he's gonna banish his own cards. Okay, I see. Okay, so we have. Yeah. Well, is that? Do we need to do that? I don't know. This guy's just cooked, right? So we go into Flamberge, just gonna link up into the Light Fiend stuff. And I'm just gonna fast forward from here. Go into Requiem, just bring out Fiendsmith, bring out the Fusion. Gonna shuffle back 3 to go into the which one is this? The DSE Ray. And this one is just a negate, essentially. It negates face-up cards. Why do we summon this in defense? Did we use SP on art? Like, does this only summon in defense? Or are we just gonna link it off anyway and it doesn't matter? No. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know why we summoned in defense. Also, if we went for the level 6 fusion, we could have done 1200 burn for a little bit easier game. If we link that off. But anyway, Princess brings out the Flamberge. We're gonna equip the Link 2, and then we're going to summon out Snake Eyes Diabellestar. We're gonna use this effect to negate cards on the field up to the Link rating, and we're gonna negate the Promethean Princess, and that means we're gonna be able to link into non-fires. So we can just go right up into IP, Link 2 into an Apo. Like, why are we not going for game? Am I missing something? Can we not attack directly for some reason? Like, we definitely have game. But why are we making, like, Apo and stuff? Flamberge effect? I'm lost. We definitely had a game, right? Someone let me know in the comments. Normal Dark Beckoning Beast, just, oh, we're gonna chain the field spell. Summon back out the IP. We're gonna get Spirit Gates on the Yubel's team, on the Yubel side. Activate Spirit Gates, search the other Dark Beckoning Beast. We do have an extra normal summon here, but we're gonna chain the IP and then chain SP. And then, yeah, the Yubel player scoops it up. So from here, we would have chained SP, probably banish IP and SP, or yeah, banish those. But then we just negate that with Apo. IP is gonna fusion summon to an SP. We're gonna banish whatever, like Phantom of Yubel, and even if they chain Phantom of Yubel, we can negate that with Apo too. And then we have this Omni negate on board with still the other SP effect, and let's see, yeah, just that, and then a ton of follow-up. So yeah, that wraps it up. The Snake Eyes Fiendsmith player takes it. I'm not sure if the Yubel player was even on Fiendsmith. I think they were just testing the Phantom of Yubel card, which is pretty good, but I'm not sure. Let's see if Yubel Fiendsmith makes another appearance. With that, we'll catch you in the next one. Have a nice day. Stay safe.